Welcome to 8 Weeks to a Better You. Week 4, we are focusing on mind, our silent leader. Why do we call our mind a silent leader? Because it operates behind the scenes, influencing every decision, action, and reaction we make, often without us consciously realizing it. Just like a leader, it guides our actions. By processing thoughts and emotions, shaping our choices and behavior. It directs our perception by filtering how we view the world and situations, setting the tone for optimism or negativity. It holds the power to influence by silently driving our habits, beliefs, and decisions, much like a leader guiding a team. Though its work is subtle, its impact is profound. When nurtured and guided well, the mind can lead you to personal growth, success, and fulfillment. Conversely, if ignored or allowed to wander unchecked, it can lead to confusion and imbalance. Today, let's take a closer look at some of the common mental struggles we face and how to address them effectively. These challenges are like the mental version of a cold or flu, things that everyone experiences from time to time. Of course, there are more serious mental health issues, which we'll discuss tomorrow. Those that are more akin to conditions like diabetes, heart disease, or even cancer for the mind. For now, let's focus on the everyday mental hurdles that affect us. Overthinking. Excessive thoughts leading to stress and indecision. Overthinking can turn the simplest situations into full blown dramas. Here's a funny story. A guy walked past his boss in the hallway and said, "Good morning." The boss didn't respond. Instantly, his mind went wild. Did I say it wrong? Was my tone off? Is he mad at me? Am I about to get fired? By lunchtime, he was rehearsing apology speeches and updating his resume. Later, he found out the boss was wearing noise cancelling headphones. Moral of the story: overthinking creates problems that don't even exist. So, what are some practical hacks? Practice mindfulness or meditation to focus on the present. Write your thoughts in a journal to declutter your mind and set time limits for making decisions. Negative self talk. Persistent self criticism lowers confidence and motivation. Have you ever felt like your toughest critic is yourself? I often do. No one else can be as harsh, constantly pointing out small flaws and insisting I do better, things that no one else would even notice. Do you feel the same way? That constant inner voice reminding you that things need improvement or more work. Don't worry if that's you, because you're not alone. How to fix it? Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. I can do this. I can manage the situation. I will improve. This is a learning for me. Treat yourself like a friend. Would you criticize them like this? Surround yourself with uplifting people. Stress and anxiety. Overstimulation due to constant worries. What is stress? Stress is your body's natural response to a challenge or demand. It can be short term, like preparing for an exam, or long term, ongoing work pressure. While it's meant to help you stay alert and focused, excessive stress can lead to physical and emotional strain. Anxiety is a feeling of fear, worry, or unease, often about something uncertain or in the future. Unlike stress, which typically has a specific cause, anxiety can persist even without a clear trigger and may involve overthinking or excessive concern. Both are normal but can become problematic if they interfere with daily life. One thing I always remind myself is to focus on doing my best, taking action on things within my control, and for the things beyond my control, trusting in God, the universe, or a higher power, whatever you believe in. This mindset has personally helped me manage stress and anxiety more effectively. Also, practice deep breathing exercises to calm the nervous system. Break tasks into smaller, manageable steps and engage in regular physical activity to release that tension. Procrastination, delaying tasks due to fear or feeling overwhelmed. Often we overthink how big or challenging a task is, when in reality it might take less time to actually complete that than we spend worrying about it. Here's a funny trick I use. For the chores I lack motivation for, like decluttering the living room or washing dishes, I set a timer and pretend that someone is about to visit my home. The goal is to get everything done before they arrive. It might sound silly, but it works like a charm. Give it a try. Or you can use the 2-minute rule. Start tasks by committing just 2 minutes. At least you start it. And reward yourself for completing small milestones. Creating a priority list and focusing on one thing at a time is really helpful. Difficulty concentrating. Struggling to focus due to distractions or mental clutter. Now, this is a common issue we all face, and it's definitely worth addressing. Try these methods to improve your concentration and focus on the task at hand. Use techniques like the one we spoke yesterday, 25 minutes of focus followed by 5 minutes of rest. This has really worked wonders for me. This has literally changed my work life in a whole new way. I'm crushing my tasks at work and home with this hack. Declutter your workspace and minimize distractions. Practice brain exercises like puzzles to improve the attention span. Emotional overload. Difficulty managing intense emotions. Emotional overload is like carrying an overfilled tray. One wrong move and it topples. So you need to pause, breathe deeply, or ground yourself. Sort it, identify and prioritize emotions. Set boundaries, step back from triggers. Release safely, use physical or creative outlets. And build resilience. Practice mindfulness or seek support. Identifying triggers and learning to respond calmly to them make a huge difference. Express emotions through journaling, art, or talking to someone. Practice gratitude to shift focus to positive aspects of life. Fear of failure. Fear paralyzes actions and stifles growth. Fear of failure is like a brick wall in front of you. You stand there frozen, unsure of how to move forward, even though you know there's a path beyond it. The wall may seem daunting, and it's only in your mind blocking you from taking the first step. To overcome this, start by breaking down the wall. Take small, manageable steps towards your goal, like knocking down a few bricks at a time. Each small action will reduce the fear and make the wall less intimidating. Remember, failure isn't the end, it's just a stepping stone to growth. When you face the fear and act despite it, you'll find that the wall isn't as solid as it seemed. Reframe failure as a learning opportunity. Start with small, low-risk challenges to build confidence and celebrate your efforts, not just the outcomes. Lack of motivation. Feeling uninspired to take action. Lack of motivation is like a car with an empty gas tank. The engine is there ready to go, but without fuel, it can't move forward. You may have the potential, but something is holding you back from taking action. To fix this, you need to refuel your motivation. Start by identifying small, easy tasks that give you a quick sense of accomplishment, like putting a little gas in the tank. Gradually, as you take small steps, your momentum will build, and soon you'll find enough energy to tackle larger goals. Just as a car needs fuel to move, your motivation needs small wins to get it running. So set clear, achievable goals with a why behind them. Surround yourself with inspiring people or stories. Break goals into small wins to build the momentum. Burnout. Emotional, mental, and physical exhaustion from prolonged stress. Burnout is like a phone battery drained to 0%. It can't function until recharged. So recharge. Rest, sleep, and prioritize self care. Reset. Delegate tasks and say no to unnecessary demands. This is an issue many of us face, but we have to say no. We have to learn to say no and delegate when overwhelmed. Maintain. Balance work with activities that rejuvenate you. Engage in activities that recharge you, like hobbies or nature walks or whatever you like to do. Mental clutter. Too many unorganized thoughts causing overwhelm. Something that really worked for me is dumping everything on my mind into a paper and then organize it. Use to-do lists or digital apps to organize your tasks. Focus on one task at a time to reduce that overwhelm. Sleep deprivation. Poor sleep affects cognitive function and emotional regulation. Now, we have covered the entire topic of week and its impact on wellness extensively in the first week with 7 dedicated videos. For a deeper understanding and practical hacks, please revisit those videos. But otherwise, create a consistent bedtime routine and avoid screens before bed. Limit caffeine and heavy meals in the evening and optimize your sleep environment. Keep it dark, cool, and quiet. All this will help you sleep better. Digital overload. Excessive screen time reduces mindfulness and increases anxiety. Now, we all know this, but digital overload is a challenge many of us face today thanks to the rapid advancements in technology. With constant notifications and endless content, it's easy to feel overwhelmed. However, in this digital age, those who can manage this overload and focus on what truly matters have the opportunity to stand out and shine. Remember, you're meant for more than just mindlessly scrolling through those endless feeds. Take control of your time and direct your energy towards what truly adds value to your life. Set time limits for social media and digital consumption. Every phone has set time limit option. If you feel you cannot control the limit by yourself, then use this feature to assist you. Have a digital detox hour daily to disconnect and recharge. Replace screen time with offline hobbies like reading or drawing. Comparison and social media stress. Comparing yourself to others leads to low self-esteem. Remember, social media shows highlights, not reality. Do you really think people post 100% real stuff? It's a fake world most of the times. Understand that. Practice gratitude for your own journey and progress. Follow accounts that inspire positivity and unfollow those toxic ones. Toxic relationships. Negative interactions drain your mental energy. Set realistic expectations. Now, can you expect an apple to give you orange juice? No, right? An apple can only give you apple juice. Similarly, it's important to understand the nature of the people you interact with and set your expectations accordingly. Recognize their strengths and limitations and accept them for who they are. Instead of wondering why they act the way they do or wishing they would change, focus on adjusting your expectations to match the reality. This will help you avoid frustration and create more harmonious interactions. So set boundaries with toxic individuals, spend more time with people who uplift and support you, and seek professional help if necessary to navigate complex relationships. Lack of mental stimulation. Absence of challenges leads to stagnation. Have you noticed how our mind thrives on challenges? It becomes more active and engaged when faced with something that pushes its limits. Think of it like a muscle. Just like how lifting weights helps strengthen your body, taking on mental challenges helps sharpen your mind. Without resistance, muscles don't grow, and similarly, without challenges, our minds can become stagnant. So, the more we challenge ourselves, the more our mental muscle grows, becoming sharper and more resilient. Take up a new hobby or learn a new skill. Engage in brain stimulating activities like puzzles or strategy games. Read books or attend workshops to broaden your horizons. That was a lot to take in, I know. But I'm sure most of us can relate to some, if not all, of the issues we discussed. The good news, you're not alone. Everyone faces these challenges at some point. But the even better news, they're all manageable and completely fixable, especially when addressed on time. Today's takeaway: try applying some of the hacks we discussed to the challenges you face and observe if they bring any improvements. Did you try practicing kind self talk from yesterday's homework? How did it make you feel? Did you notice any positive changes? Share your experiences in the comments. Today's homework is a no complaints day. Yes, for the next 24 hours, challenge yourself not to complain about anyone or any situation. See if this shift in mindset brings any noticeable changes for you. Give it a try. Again, I hope you found this video helpful. That's it for today, but tomorrow we'll dive into more serious mental health topics. Why? Because awareness is already half the solution, and prevention is always better than cure. Until then, stay focused, stay unstoppable, and take care. Thank you for watching.